Day 17. Let's get back to it. Yes, back on the road. We're just, back out, not in this janky hotel. Also, as we're walking, we're gonna go off on the homies. Gonna go off real hard on the homies. Just kind of really pushing myself to, no, I'm not gonna let them tell me what's right. I go off on them. And I sound kind of bratty in the process, but whatever. And I realized something really important that has to do with the fact that, I'll be leaving shelter soon, at the end of January. I realize it's okay. I'm not, well, I'll let you see that. I don't know what video it is. It's that video. Somebody who has two hands on the steering wheel is going to pick you up, son. Why do people drive with two hands on the steering wheel? What squares? It's easy for you, but that's why you're not a good critical thinker. People are so confusing and stupid and wrong and confident. People are stupid. Except that they're idiots. You know what? All these assholes can get right fucked up the ass. Dickhead. I just hate people so much, bro. I never had friends who had any sort of artistic or intellectual passion. She could skip a couple of meals. Lazy bums. For lazy bums. You just gotta look down on them in this one little way. It's killing me with this fucking umbrella. Rain of blessings for you. Give it back to people you most want God to bless, including me. No. One, because somebody was stupid enough to not say anything to the restaurant. Oh God, we're so fucking primitive, dude. We're so fucking primitive. Holy shit, what a prick. Damn it, why the fuck are you going so slow, piece of shit, geezer? Sons of bitches. Are dumb as fuck, bro. People are hard, so fuck them. Your actions are just simple enough that they require just simple ideas. Good thing I am waiting as far as my woman goes, huh? I could be married to Zoe. Never had much respect for their morality anyway. Oh, this bitch on Facebook just called me sweetheart. No, you stupid cunt. Yo, this show Another Life is trash. That weirdo was behind me at the McDonald's, yes. It's 7:30. Okay, let's set an alarm for like a half hour. And let's just take meds now. Fuck it. Oh man. I ate so much. I ate 2 sandwiches last night because I made the mistake of putting it by my bed. So then I just kept eating because I was gonna save one of the sandwiches for tomorrow today. But and then I had a croissant now and a pain chocolat and an espresso. Got less than 2 hours to get out of here. Let's take a look at a map and figure out what we're doing. Let's read a little bit and then we'll pack.
Villagers in northern India beat to death a female tiger after the animal fatally mauled a man, authorities said. Do you have to make the villagers sound like primitive savages who targeted a female tiger before you mention that tiger killed someone?
Alright, medicine is taken. It's 9:17 or 9:18 or whatever time it says there. Shall we read for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes let's say. And then, because we probably have to dry our shoes too. And, so yeah. It's hard. She'll leave bed and go back out there. Alright, come on, let's get up, let's do this shit. Oh, and we were high last night, right? I assume I said that in one of the videos, right? Oh, and that kid we were talking about, I was trying to explain rationality. That, like, it's not rational to either to completely close borders and want nobody to come in. It's not rational to want to let everybody come in. Because neither is consistent with what most people's goal is to want to help people. I asked him whether he wanted to help people. And he said he did. And I was like, right, so then, you couldn't do either of those things probably, right? He says, because he's high at this point, he says that, well, if you let in a lot of people, then you're going to lose the original culture of the country. Bro, is maintaining 21st century or 20th century Italian culture more important to you than saving Nigerian lives? That's kind of fucked. And he also said because then there'll be less diversity. And I'm like, what? But I guess what he was saying is that if individuals mix in a country or a city, then they'll all have the same culture. Oh, no, 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 that's incorrect. Anyway, so I was like, okay, that's not the point right now. I'm gonna tell you about these 4 values. His girlfriend, Iman, she agreed with me that her boyfriend, Simone, well, no, I wasn't initially making that point. He's the one who decided to bring up his ideas. I don't really understand how this happened over the course of just a few days, but I guess this bag is done. Obviously, that's not a problem, but I'm just telling you because, I don't know, just to watch how my things start to fall apart. It's more about the progression. Oh shit, I gotta take a shower. Totally forgot. A lot of this stuff, so I have what? Oh shit. A lot of this stuff, I don't know, let's jump in the shower. I know I saw a laundromat around here somewhere, and that's where we need to go to sort out my clothes. There's some stuff I think we need to fucking wash again. But let's figure that out now. Alright, this time we put the sleeping bag in. The problem is this backpack. I guess we gotta spot clean it or something. I don't know. I have not figured that part out. But right now, let's just read. Let's clean our glasses and sit here and read. Got 33 minutes. Let's do it. It would have been cool if my story had been that I was flooded on and then I had to wait until the sun was out and then my shit got wet again. But that's not the point of my story. My story is not just to have interesting stories to tell. My story is to grow. That's the point of my story. Of course, I didn't really get anything done in the hotel room either, just relax. Which some of you may say is okay, others of you may say it's not. I'm not really worried about, or I'm trying not to be worried about what you have to say, because it just depends on who I talk to. Some people be sure of one thing, some people be sure of another. Last night was the first night that I had to explain my whole critical thinking thing in French, really. But it was also to somebody who doesn't really speak French, who is then going to translate into Italian, somebody who speaks even less French, and neither of them really speak English, so. I still haven't figured out where I'm going next. I reckon we'll just go to it's about an hour and a half walk to the rest stop. We'll go there and we'll just talk to people. Because it could be nice to see the coast, to see Rome, right? Yeah. I'm glad there's only 550 videos left to upload. I'll also be heartbroken if I lose these or those. Because I guess it uploads like in order of most recent recording. So this, whenever I can next connect it, well, no, probably recording a lot of videos. I wonder what is missing though. I do want to take a look at that. Page 184.
I blow a sweet tone wherever I go, and if people don't like it, ain't nothing I can do about it.
God damn it, I'm hungry. That's ridiculous. I should not be hungry. I had 2 sandwiches, and even this morning I had pain chocolat. Oh, I already told you about all this. Anyway, I should not be hungry because I should have plenty of food, so I threw away the peach because I think it started to get moldy, and I don't know how that works. I still have an apple left though. I can't believe I'm hungry, dude. I can't believe it. Yo, where's the bag that my jacket goes into? There's no way that guy stole it, right? Maybe I put it back in my backpack somewhere. Alright, I guess let's look there. You know what, I think I might have put it in my sleeping bag. Oh, what a mess I made. And we're finally off. We needed some things to sun dry. So we just read. We're on page like 207. Nervous about getting these shoes getting stolen. Anyway, so we're off. About an hour and 15-minute walk. I'm not even gonna bother hitchhiking that, even though we have done for such distances. But there's just so much local traffic that you never know where anybody's going. We don't have a sign. They got all wet and damp and stuff. So we left those at the hotel. Hopefully we haven't, forgotten anything. Hopefully all is good. And we're back on the road. And we have 0 reasons to be hungry right now, but we are. I've made no progress because they're having a meeting now about Ava's rewrite of the script, and I hadn't read it yet, so I just read it now, made some comments and sent it off. I'd take a few steps and then I'd stop to focus or to highlight or to type, and then, I basically made no progress. Hey, what the hell happened to my river? That's gross. Oh man, this is what, the 3rd time we've crossed this bridge. How nice where the water is never brown. God, why is that honey struggling? Why is she so beautiful? Let me carry you. Can you see her? Why shouldn't you be doing that?
Shame on me. I hope you couldn't really see it. And if you could, guess I'll just have to blur something. I don't know. Oh, man. Honey. Oh, man. Can you imagine if I still had my... I know I can change. I know I can change my core beliefs because with the whole Dyla thing, if I were still worried about that, dude, I would be dying right now. I'd be like, oh my god, look at all those people having fun, why can't I join them? And I'd be so focused on figuring out a way to appeal to them and join them and just be surrounded by beautiful women. I'd be on Tinder all the time. Every girl that passed, I'd be thinking, be telling her, I'm an American hitchhiker, isn't that so exotic and cool? Don't you have questions for me and want to have sex with me and want to fall in love with me? Thank God, all that's behind me. And remember, we're keeping our eye out for a clean river, a nice place where you could just live for like a week or so. God damn it. Hold on. Actually, I don't even have anything else to say. Bye.
Jamal, Marcus.
You're dumb as fuck, bro. Like, what? So I was just thinking about how, I couldn't take this trip in like the winter or season where, weather is more of an issue. I needed a time when it's fairly dry. I was thinking about what I should have done maybe with the rain and all that. And anyways, I was thinking about how I need to take the trip now. So I could have waited until next summer. But no, I've got to make these changes. I need this time to think now so I can get a move on with shit. Otherwise I'd just be stuck for the next year. I was kind of stuck last year when the whole Zoe thing kind of started. I mean, the bad stuff. When I had to cut her off and all that and had to wonder whether or not I was an asshole and all that. And I wasn't really, no, bro, I just started this film group. You're fucking dumb. And you're a fucking liar. Because I could have easily answered any of these questions. But you just didn't want to give me money. That's it. That's literally all that it is. And that's amazing. Are you aware of that? What their response, the two of them, what they said each was that there's a really good feeling that you get when you save up for a trip. This isn't a vacation, bro. And it's been fucking hard so far. And there's a lot of pressure on me from myself. This has important consequences for my future, the ideas that I'm working on now. Fuck are you talking about? I bet if I told them that my dad was dying. Okay, this isn't true. They wouldn't. I don't know. Well, because then there's no way that they could write their narrative. Hold on. It's literally amazing how well we lied to ourselves. And if I weren't so busy thinking that they were just right and that I wasn't understanding, I could have done a lot more productive thinking about how we lie to ourselves. It's hard to say that someone like, shit. What should we call them? Just beep over this and replace it with the actual names, I guess. It's amazing. No, it's so difficult. Someone like
Jamal,
who comes across as so professional, collected, trustworthy, reasonable, calm, cool. It's amazing to be like, no, what you're saying right now is bullshit. It's hard. It's not natural. Which is why it's always amazed me that his friends, so there's a group of 5 of us, or there was before I left. This is the second time that I've left in 4 years. 3 of them knew each other as kids in church, okay?
Jamal, Marcus,
Deanna. Then
Marcus,
met me and
Daryl,
both in 2009. But
Daryl
already knew Deanna because Deanna was dating
Daryl,
his best friend. But then
Daryl
joined our group and left that group. Do I need to go right here? Is that what they said? Hang on. Anyway, I've now left the group on account of
Daryl
and whatever bullshit is going on there. However, I was still maintaining communication with Deanna.
Jamal, Marcus.
No, we weren't really talking. Well, we did talk a few times. I started a conversation with
Jamal.
Anyhow, so then I asked them for help with this trip, to get ready for this trip, money, and they don't really respond.
Marcus.
Kind of responds though. I keep on him, like, oh hey, so I'm buying my supplies tomorrow, so blah blah, or
or watch it at least, blah, 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 blah. And
Jamal.
I'm getting no responses from. Then
Marcus.
gets back to me and he tells me his money's tied up in investments. There's no way he doesn't have $50 to spare. His money's tied up in investments, and then also, it could also be a good idea to work for a bit. He said he's proud of what I'm doing. Piece of shit, dumbass. It's not just because who is he to be proud of? Okay, cut that last bit out. So he couldn't even understand what I'm doing. So he said that I should, get a job and then I'll feel really great to have paid for it myself and so on. And then
Jamal.
I haven't heard from him. Deanna's saying that he might be annoyed because I hadn't hit him up in 2 months. Nigga didn't hit me up either, number one. Number two, 1 month, because 1 month ago I did hit him up. So it's been 1 month since I started a conversation since I started a conversation. Hang on, let me look at this. All right, so the conversation, whatever, it doesn't matter. But he says it wasn't about that. But he says,
Oh yeah, sorry I didn't get back to you.
after we gone back and forth for a few days,
Yeah, so sorry I didn't get back to you about that. I see where your confusion was.
whatever. Or maybe he didn't say that, I don't know. What's important is that he says he remembers when he wanted to do 30 countries before he hit 30 and how he had paid for that and how he felt so proud of himself. Nigga, for me, life isn't about money, bro. I know that it takes money. I know that I'm dependent on money. But for people who life is somewhat about money, but not completely, so that they're still generous with it, if they can help me out, and I'll do ideas. See, here's how I'll put it. Your life is not about ideas. It is about money, power, and social justice. I have no idea what concrete steps you've taken towards social justice. I know that I have asked to collaborate with you on a number of projects. Maybe I just haven't been the right caliber for you, and maybe you've been doing things, I don't know. But anyway, that's what your life is about. You benefit, however, from the ideas of other people. Let's take, for instance, scientists. A lot of them, their life, academics, it might not be about money. It might be about ideas. So shut the fuck up to everybody who's about to say to me,
oh, your life's not about money, huh? So you're just gonna mooch off of everybody else because you're not about money.
fuck you. There are lots of people whose life isn't really about money. They get donations from people, grants, so that they can continue their research and find their ideas. I'm not asking for money just to live on a daily basis, bro. Not like a monk. I'm asking for money so that I can work on these ideas and so that I can change myself. And so it's like a fucking scholarship. It's like fucking school. So shut the fuck up.
But you should pay for it yourself. You'd feel so much better. You're already going on this trip. People have already contributed. I could just make your whole trip a little bit easier by contributing $25. But instead, I'm going to give you advice, which is that you don't go on this trip and use this money maybe, but that you, or at least if you do, I'm not going to be any part of it. I won't have anything to do with this unearned trip.
Unearned? Fuck you. This is work. Fuck you. I'm walking, 15 to 20 kilometers a day, several days over 20, in this heat, trying to work on these fucking ideas. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so what I was gonna say earlier is, imagine if I told him, because this is the same shit for me. It's just harder to weave the narrative that you want to weave. But imagine if I had said, hey, my dad's sick or whatever. I want to go back and visit him. He's dying, whatever. These are my best friends since 2009. Yeah, fuck that. But that's what they were. So, can you guys help me?
You know what? You would feel so good about that trip if you just worked and saved up for it. Oh yeah, and then you'd be able to do so much more on the trip as well.
Shut the fuck up. This is a time issue. This trip, if I were able to do it in January or something, okay, maybe. I work for a few months and then I head off. But I can't do this trip in winter. I can't do this trip in the dead of winter, you fucking idiot. So I wait till next year, and then what do I do for the next year? Fucking morons. Selfish, greedy pricks. Just cheap, bro. And all that justification, miss me with that. It's so good if you saved up for it. Literally, nigga, you think that I just want a vacation? I wanted other people to pay for it. I just want to relax, and I wanted other people to pay for me to just relax. Now, if they were relaxing because I was losing my fucking mind, I had, I was going through a major depression with or without external causes, okay, then there maybe be some validity. But that's not the case. And I say that just in case for people who do ask for money, money for vacations. Can be some related to that. There wouldn't have been for me though. But is that what you thought was happening? I just wanted to go sit on a beach, and I was wondering whether you could help me do that. No, you watched the fucking video, you idiot. Fuck am I gonna work at McDonald's for a year? And I've done menial jobs, right? Done years of menial jobs, like maybe like 3 years of menial jobs? Yeah, I think that's about right. Oh no, like 4 years of menial jobs. Bro, I've done menial jobs, right? I've done minimum wage jobs. And I'm not done doing minimum wage jobs. I may do them again. You okay? Anyway, where was I? Where am I actually? That's the better question. Alright, so I need to go down that way? I guess so. So anyway, and then I'm gonna do that for a year, and what is to be gained from that actually? Wait, what is to be gained from that? Like literally, what is to be gained from that? Now I'm so proud that I was able to maybe like put myself through school. Bro, that nigga
Marcus.
got enough financial aid at community college to be able to buy a car. And maybe he's saying, you know,
Oh man, but if I had spent a little longer and I had worked out for it to pay for school and buy that car, I would have felt so much better about it.
fuck you. Fuck you so much. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. They always talk about how we're supposed to be friends who like support each other and all this shit. I'm all for that. I supported
Daryl.
oh, fuck me. In 2009, when I first became friends with
Marcus.
I was making good money as a tutor. I was making about $400, $500 a week. Living at home with my parents. No bills, but lots of bills. And we would hang out and I would just buy him food or whatever. Because he didn't have any money. And I had money and didn't have any particular plans with it. So fuck you guys. What else? Yeah, but anyway, all of this goes back to how easy it is for us to lie to ourselves. They probably thought,
Yeah, that makes sense. If he worked for it, it would be better for him because in general, when you work for something and get it, you feel better. Now, of course, there are exceptions, like if his father was dying, but I can easily convince myself that this is nothing like that. It is not a timely issue. It is not something that will help him progress like as a human being or something important that needs to happen. It doesn't have those things in common with the father dying. So, good.
real good. God damn it. Fuck me. Yes. Furthermore, what's amazing is, and be honest with me, guys, did you, after you made that decision and shared it with me, did you then, as I would have, over the next several days, doubt the morality of your decision? I bet you did think back to it. But was there true doubt? Not just like, but actually like,
Oh, actually, maybe I hadn't realized this. Or maybe I should have asked this. Or maybe I had this responsibility as a friend.
or, I don't know the answers to these things. I'm just talking here. I'm just spitballing.
Maybe I had this as a human being.
Whatever.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Whatever, he's made his goal.
Now, if that happened, well, I'll be impressed. And I will have to then doubt my frustration with humanity, even though you just may be an exception. But I'm done doubting. I'm not completely, obviously, because I'm still going to be a scientific-minded person. But fuck doing all the doubt for everybody. And fuck
Jamal.
and fuck
Marcus.
Also fuck
Daryl.
for whatever's going on with him. We don't really know what's going on, so maybe we shouldn't say fuck.
Daryl.
Maybe something's going on. Maybe one day we can be there for him. So maybe not fuck.
Daryl.
But fuck
Daryl.
for some of the things he's been saying over the past few months. All right. Cool, there you go. Leave those fools
Marcus. Jamal.
behind me. Like you see those two signs, see? And as long as I never again walk down this road, this metaphor, sweet, sweet metaphor will hold. I actually don't even have to write. Oh, I didn't. I actually don't even have to write. I could just start telling my stories and start working on the story with you via video. And then, once I'm seated and I've talked through some of the ideas, I can write the story. Let's do that. Not now. We don't feel like it. All right, let's do a little bit now rather than just putting it off. So there's the anti-hero and the superficial. And the superficial, he stands in line. All right, let's just do like a conversation.
Hey, man.
What do you want?
That's so cliche.
You seem worse off than usual.
That's so cliche. Hang on, let me cross this. We'll talk more in a bit because we're just walking along this now. Oh, we could have slept here one night. Well, you know what? We're not far. If nobody picks us up, maybe we'll come back and sleep here. Just gotta climb this fence. Look, there's even a way in. I guess maybe there might even be people in there already. We have to pee now. Let's just pee here. I don't feel like going through all that. It's such a funny thing to me, the idea of an abandoned building. Shelter no longer necessary. Land no longer necessary. Can't be used for plants or sleeping. Illegal to use. Roofs, illegal to use. That's so wild to me. Because I honestly kind of was skeptical they existed. I've seen more in this sort of metropolitan than I had in my whole life. That's sure. Probably seen 5 or 6. And even if I've seen more in my life, I didn't know that they were abandoned. Thought they were just dilapidated. And a building like that, what are you worried about happening to it? I guess that it burns down. But nobody would burn it down intentionally. If they wanted to burn it down intentionally, they could do that from afar. I guess my point is about the whole intention thing. You might be thinking, well, it still gets burned down. Yeah, but like, the means it would get burned down, let me see. I guess you're thinking maybe if it's like a party, people don't care about the building, and so then it burns down, they leave. Because I was thinking if somebody kind of like was squatting there, they wouldn't let it get burned down. It's like seems like not letting someone into a hotel because they might burn it down. I mean, that's a risk, sure, but nobody's gonna be trying to do that. But I guess that's why they also check to see who's going in the building. I don't know, man. Seems silly to me still. But we definitely don't really know why it seems so silly, and so should do more thinking. But we also are not going to trust that just because abandoned buildings get locked down, that they should be getting locked down, and that we just don't get it yet. Oh, I thought that was a snake. What is it actually? Oh, a rope. So that's one thing we're learning from this trip. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, John. Yo, why didn't I put anything in my shoes to soak up the moisture? Like toilet paper, paper towels that I had access to, toilet paper that I had access to at the hotel, a couple paper towels in the laundry room, or even just fucking clothing that I would then wash. Silly, 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 silly boy. Going. Just gotta like go up there and around or something, I don't know. Seems like a terrible place to walk. Up on that bend ahead, on that exit ramp, I guess it is. Yikes. Wait, it can't actually be an exit ramp, because then that would mean, well, first of all, there would be no cars entering. Second of all, that would mean I'm walking on the highway. I don't think I'm doing that. No, it's a fart. All right, let's do this. Let's just fucking do it. Actually, I don't have to tickle. I don't have to fart. It's just that tickle that I had in my butt, that I have in my butt, that I also had towards the beginning of the trip, I think. It's not a tickle, actually. It's a fucking, like a beetle. It's not a fucking tickle. Feels like I got a beetle that's all nestled in my ass cheeks. You know, like a dingleberry beetle, a dingle beetle. So, all right, cool. Nearly there. I suppose we can step up on this now. Ugh. I don't know what Google Maps is telling me whatsoever for how to get over there. Like, there's no parallel road. This is only taking me 7 minutes to get there. I'm supposed to loop and go somewhere. I guess it's on the other side of that field. I guess. Oh, my feet are killing me. I gotta try out those other shoes. I gotta figure something out. Okay, this is what it was telling us. So I just came down that road. And that's where we're going. Alright, so here's the dreaded talking to people part. So let's just talk to some of these truck drivers before we post up in front of someplace. I don't know, we haven't really gotten the lay of the land yet. Actually, I don't really understand why all these drivers are naked right now. The first guy's in underpants, this guy's in swimming trunks, the other guy has no shirt on. You can see at least that much. I don't know what's going on. But I think a lot of them are just posting up, so let's start talking to civilians. English levels are atrocious here, so let's go back and let's ask the truck drivers properly this time, even if they're naked. The English level differences between countries is a no joke. Well, I guess I knew plenty of French people that probably had this level, the ones that might have become truck drivers. Anyway, and I guess Italy, it's, no, I got no excuses for Italy. Russia, I had lots of excuses for, because it's like a huge empire, whatever, fuck America and all that. Oh man, his truck is just empty. Bulgaria, I should just jump in there, dude. The driver seems a little bit more scared than the other one, so they're gonna discuss it. Well, that's what they're doing now. They're going down south to Genova, so that would be pretty cool. They're stopping in other cities, they said, but maybe that's just because he could tell his friend, because his friend is going like this, oh, pretty much as soon as they approach. So we'll see, we'll see. All right, so they're French, which is cool. I didn't hear a French accent at all. Hang on a second. But I asked them where they were from, because he says his name, merci, grazie. Because he said his name was Mathieu. Grazie. And I went over and they hadn't made up their minds. And then I was like, what if I introduced myself? Started talking to him a little bit. Or I introduced myself and then he said his name was Mathieu. And so I was like, and so I said, oh, sweet. So then I told them, and they were immediately more comfortable, of course, when I was speaking French. All right, and we're off. So I probably have time to finish the book as well. Bags in. And there's Mathieu and
Damien.
Damien. Enchanté. Mathieu, c'est pas Mathieu?
C'est un Mathieu.
Si, ok.
Ah ouais, c'est bien français. Hein.
Ouais.
Comme ça.
All right, so we are here in Genova, next to the water, in front of a church. And there we go. This is a fun place. So it's about 6. That pizzeria is closed. We're hella hungry. We're so close to finishing the book, but we really have to figure out where we're gonna sleep tonight. No, I was gonna say get a hostel. We could have gotten a hostel. We hadn't fucking been in a hotel. Where'd all these people come from? I hadn't been in a hotel last 2 nights. So we need to figure that out now. I think we're gonna check out the city for like maximum an hour and then head up to the mountain. It's supposed to take 2 hours to get up to this nice overlook thing. And hopefully we'll be able to find a place to sleep on the way. Maybe even food. I'm so hungry, dude. If we could just even find a supermarket that's open. We'll see. We stopped at the first kebab, so we've already ordered. We have our food now. It's gonna be great, we're excited. All right, so we saved some falafel for the morning. I wanna get by the water and check that out. I wanna see the sea. There are benches over there we could probably sleep on. I don't know what kind of neighborhood this is though, that's the problem. Because, I don't know, it looks like a dirty area. So we're at 17%. We don't really want to go up the mountain. We'd rather, all I see is black blocks. So we'd rather go up, so we're gonna check out some some parks, Jesus. Hold on. Clearly this park closes. But would we be able to hide in there or something? What time is that open? A lot of questions. And then when it does close, which it 100% does on a daily basis, as you can see. I wonder whether see that, I don't know, like in the middle of the night. Let's look at a map and see what the deal is by the water. Oh, I'm tired. I want to sit down. Damn it, it says this place is already closed. It says it closes at 7 p.m. We just had no idea how little I feel like hiking up, only to potentially find that it's purely residential. We need to do some street view analysis of the water, because I do really want to see the water, and then also of the top. I mean, it's not very high up, but yeah. Also, let's be honest, we do want to be in our tent, tranquille, on a mattress. We don't want to be sleeping on a bench, worried about setting up the tent here. We just want to be unbothered. So we are gonna go, but let's just chill here and read for a little bit though. Is that such a bad idea? We could even just stay here until this place closes. Isn't it this kid's bedtime, actually? Italians don't give a shit about their kids. There's no deep joke there. There are no layers to that. It's just an outrageous thing to say, and that's it. Oh, damn it. And my shoes are still wet on the inside. Maybe that's another reason I'm really just fighting this idea of going up. These fucking mosquitoes, god damn it. I mean, obviously we could make an hour trek in these. I'm sure they're in grannies doing it. What time does this park close? Is tonight the night I dare to do something adventurous like hide? Risk getting caught, risk the embarrassment. I could hide in the slide. I mean, there are lots of options to hide. If I don't do it, it's only out of fear of getting arrested. But would you get arrested for that? Let's just see what happens when we have this place to ourselves. Good? Good. Oh, also we can charge our phone before we make the hike. Is there a person living in there? I hate that it says 7 p.m. and it's 7 p.m. and it's 8 p.m. and this place is enclosed. I hate the uncertainty of it. Whatever, let's read. So the gates are closed now. You just blew a whistle. Definitely could have hid, but I didn't. I asked him whether I could sleep there. He said,
No,
yeah, honestly, what about like even just right in there somewhere? No, we don't want to have to be worried in the morning. Fuck me, let's go, right? Alright, let's go. Alright, let's get on with it. Following the map. At least we can work off this kebab. I mean, even right there, that's another option. No, let's go so we don't have to be bothered. We're just gonna try to push through. Push our way up as much as we can so we can get there before dark. And then we'll be able to just drink water and relax. And it'll be lovely. Be able to read, be able to sleep, be able to sleep in because you won't be in the city bothered by people and police. I don't know which is worse. This or the mountain. I mean, obviously this is not, but I mean a natural hike. Yes. Okay. That's what I really want. I don't get that. Actually, frankly, steps aren't bad. I kind of like steps. It's fucking hard, but with each step, you really, I don't know, you know exactly what you're doing. And that's nice. It's just that with steps, it's not like you can say, okay, maybe we'll just pull over here, but let's keep going a little bit. No. You know you're not sleeping anywhere in sight. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. All right, this is Diego. I was just walking up all these stairs and he needed a light.
This guy was sweating.
Oh my God, you guys saw me, yeah.
And now we are taking, the helmet, the ride, because I want to bring this man in a very hot spot of Genoa.
It's a really cool, so it's basically a castle or a fort up there where I was going, except a bit farther. So he's gonna help me get part of the way because he's got a helmet, which is awesome. And these Italians love to smoke because this is the second night in a row.
Valentino Rossi.
Oh, all right, ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Holy shit. I have to get my story done as a movie just so I can watch that again. I put on these glasses, but I'm not really used to them, and I'm so high, and so I don't know whether I use them correctly. And I just kept imagining my gruesome death, and I was like, oh my God, okay, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, is this what I want? No, it wasn't like, it's like, am I gonna allow this? Am I gonna let this? Oh, I don't know. It wasn't, do I want this? But it's like, am I gonna let this? And I just imagine, and it would just be the longest split second. For you, it would be no time at all. But I'm telling you from the grave that for me, it was a long second of, oh, wow. holy shit. And I thought he was gonna be trying to show off. And so, and you know, he's probably not used to like a bag, you know, of this weight. He's probably not used to like riding with basically two people, except the middle thing has no control. And I thought he might try to show off, and then combined with that, and then the fact that he's high, well, I'm super high. Come on, let's go somewhere. Let's stop acting drunk. Dude, how is this? Italians love their fucking weed. Maps can't reach the internet. He said go right. I don't want to go right, look. Oh, here we go. Fuck you. It says 52 minutes to get there. Okay. Oh no, so he that's true what he said. I do have to like go right. Okay, let's go. I mean, I just keep wondering. I guess I'm paranoid. So I feel good about that. Anyway, that I wasn't race. Because what if this kid, Diego, oh shit, his name's Diego. What if he was just waiting at the top of those steps for anybody to come along so he could get him? Doped up, send me into this park. Maybe his friends had gone ahead and unlocked the gate beforehand. Send me in this park. And then they hunt me. Sounds like a Buddhist prayer. Bro, I 100% feel like I'm in a horror movie. I am somebody's prey tonight. Wow, what a day. What a 24 hours it's been. Oh, of course. Are we gonna keep going another 45 minutes for the next one? Holy smokes. Oh. Holy smokes, I say. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Oh my god. Oh, Ferris wheel. Oh my god. I decided not to go to the monks or whoever was praying because fuck Buddhism. Not fuck Buddhism, fuck those people that one time in that one place. But also, fuck it. So, I mean, what is that? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I mean, just look. What do you see, man? Hell yeah, bro. Oh, boy. Oh. Alright, let's go, bro. shit, what is that? I guess was that a cat? A fox? Was that a fox? It's looking again. Is that a fox? Oh no, I'm scared. Something just fell or ran down. Holy smokes. I can't move. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at my phone. This thing can creep up on me anytime it wants. I just don't want to go towards it. Okay, step forward. Okay. Why did that thing run down? Okay. Phone away. Oh no, not you. The other one. Here we go. Oh, maybe it was just that. Is that wolf shit? Dad's calling.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
hey,
Hey,
how you doing, buddy? How are you doing?
I'm okay.
I can't hear you.
I'm okay.
Can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello? So you're up in the hills, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, you must keep quite a distance from the tower.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it off. Like, I'm a, what's going on? I got it.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, Francis.
Hi.
You doing okay? Weather's okay?
Yeah, weather's okay.
How's your mum? Doing okay? Yeah, you look settled.
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm not settled yet.
Yes, he is settled.
No.
Say that again.
No.
You're not settled.
No.
What's up?
I'm walking.
Why are you still walking? You're still walking. It's dark down there.
No.
Why did you get settled before now?
Well. So, I'm walking up the steps to go to this, like, to go up into the hills. 'Cause, you know, the bottom of the hills is very residential, you know? So I'm walking up the steps, up the steps, and I hear this kid trying to strike a match. He's trying to strike a match for a long time, and so by the time I get to him, he's probably gone through like 4 matches. So I turn around, I tell him where my lighter is. It's not there, so I take my backpack off, I get out of the other pocket, because of course I haven't used it. So I give it to him, and he's not actually smoking cigarettes, he's smoking weed. And he says, I'll get you high too. So I was like, okay, cool. These Italians, they love the weed, because I got high last time. Anyway, so when we smoke, and he says, I have the perfect place for you to sleep. And I was like, oh no, I don't have any money. He goes, no, outside. I go, oh yeah? And he tells me about this fort. And this fort is up in the hills, like a castle. And he said I could sleep on the roof. So I pulled up on my map and it said like an hour and a half to walk there. I was like, oh no way, it's like an hour and a half. And he goes, well, okay, oh you know what, I can take you some of the way, I'll show you the path, and then you walk the path. And he's like, let me just see whether I have another helmet. And so then he looks in his trunk thing, and he says, I do. So he puts it on, we put the backpack in between us, and we just zoom up the mountain. Oh my God. Mom, when I tell you I was scared, oh mama, it was so exciting. And for the first half, I had this stupid smile on my face, and then I thought I was gonna start crying because he was zooming past these pedestrians and stuff, and I was like, you know, you don't know what's going on around the corner. I don't know how these people do it, you know? Italian mountain drivers, crazy. French too, I guess. So then he drops me off and he tells, yeah, it was crazy. I saw my death over and over and over and over again. It's like he's riding with 2 passengers almost. I mean, not really, but you know, but this bag could slip. Oh man, how exciting, right, Dad?
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw a fox.
You saw a fox?
Yeah, or a cat, I don't know. I think it was a fox. It had a long body.
Yeah. So you're still walking, huh?
Yeah, I got like another 30 minutes.
What happened to that? He dropped you off somewhere.
And he said, go through that gate. And then he opened the bolt for me. He broke the bolt for me. No, I'm just joking. It wasn't closed. They go through that gate and go right. We made it. Flashlights are dying. Let's leave the bag here and go up and explore the castle a little bit. See whether there's really someplace to sleep up there, or else we'll just sleep right here in the grass. Can't see any of this. It's amazing. And the stars in the castle, and oh my. I found people. Might even be the youngsters I was imagining would be waiting for me. And the people who had placed bets on how long it would take me and whether I would make it and stuff like that, and then who would then kill me or tell me to run. So they're not gonna kill me, which is so cool. Thank you.
We're not terrorists.
Yeah. And then, so anyway, there's like 5 of them,
Oh, that is Turkish.
and they keep making me take these weird pills.
Pills. Yeah, pills. Where the pills?
Poisonous, maybe.
Yeah, look at this pill.
Oh yeah. You can't even see it.
Can be a poison.
These guys are really nervous. I'm just trying to put my tent here, but every time I walk over here, they go, oh, oh, oh.
Oh my god! We are really close to die.
Yeah.
Man, we're really nervous. It's true.
I know, but look at all this distance. There's gonna be the pegs inside. It's gonna be great.
It's not joke, man. We're really nervous.
You won't be. You'll see. You're gonna look at the tent. It's gonna be so beautiful.
You want to be close to us? We suggest it's safer place.
But no, look. Nothing can happen. Nothing will happen. It'll be great.
But no, I don't check my messages. If I don't get an alert about it, I don't find out about it.
Subscribe. Subscribe for more.